gold.
Nonsense.
The Golden God!
And he dragged you two into this nonsense?
I volunteered.
And her gold is not in her. She's a diamond under her. Wanna lay it down. I'll try.
This is another edition of the world's greatest podcast.
Welcome to Golden Nonsense. I am your host, John Andrew Miller.
And I'm Charlie Reifberger.
And we're proud to present another episode of the world's greatest podcast. Today we have an esteemed guest, our friend, Mr. Jordan Rogers.
Jordan Rogers, everybody.
Give it up for him. All right. Jordan Rogers is an esteemed businessman.
Highly esteemed.
Here in the city of Memphis. He helps small businesses supply libations for their customers.
A very important service.
Right.
Very valuable service.
He is the drug man that we all love, the liquor dude. I don't know. I think I know the company. Do you want to say it on air or no?
It's the last locally owned distributor in Memphis, Tennessee.
There you go.
Cool.
All right. And so, Jordan, I asked you here on this podcast for two reasons only, right? Because we get it. We get along very well. I think you love my boy Charlie, and I want to explore the mind of a man who gets people drunk for a living.
Okay.
Right? You're different from a bartender. You're at a higher echelon. You're like
I guess the source is really the guy who's making the beer.
He's not the source.
He's not the distiller.
He's the middleman.
You're the middleman.
And that shit is motherfucking crucial. The middleman makes all the
That's what you want to be.
The go-between.
That's
How long you been slinging booze, bro?
I did beer for 4.5 years, and then I've been slinging liquor and wine for another 11.
Damn.
wow.
It's been a long time.
That's crazy.
I'm old.
So who are some of the big accounts that you have?
Oh, all over. High Tone, BB Kings, Alfred's.
And so are you exclusive here? So anything they sell is your stuff?
No.
No. Okay. So what brands do you represent?
Couple that you might have heard of: Jack Daniel's, Jim Beam,
Okay.
Absolute, Kettle One,
Yeah.
Tanqueray, Bombay.
I always used to like Kettle One a lot. That was one of that I had a weird affinity for Kettle One.
Kettle One is a good vodka. I
Yeah.
like it. I mean, Tanqueray is the gin, right?
I like Tanqueray a lot too.
Dude,
Yeah.
gin fucks me up. I can't do it.
Gin will make you sin.
Yeah.
Well,
Gin
I
and
am
women.
I am unfortunately a sober man these days. I quit drinking almost 3 years ago now. It'll be 3 years in March.
Dude,
There's
I met
nothing
him.
wrong with
Yeah.
that.
Dude, I met him. I was like, oh, we're best friends now. He's like, yeah, I don't drink. I was like, oh no.
I used to really love some booze. I'll tell you what, man. I'm making friends this week. I was hanging out yesterday with what's his name? Josh Hammond. You know that guy?
The actor, Josh Hamm.
He's the owner over at Buster's.
Oh.
I actually only sell to restaurants.
Only restaurants. Well, I was I do HVAC is the mechanical engineer that I am, the type of mechanical engineer, and we did this new Buster's liquor store out there.
Oh yeah.
It's unbelievable. It's so nice. It's really, really cool.
What do you mean the new one?
So the original one is in East Memphis off Highland. The new one is out there off like Poplar, like almost in Germantown. It's
I had no idea it had a second location.
they just opened it up.
Oh yeah.
And it is. You been in there?
I have not been to the new location. I've heard nothing but great things.
It's crazy, dude. It's. I mean, it might be the nicest liquor store I've ever been in.
It's probably a library because Buster's already is a great brand of liquor store.
Yeah.
When anybody asks me where can I get this at a liquor store, that's
Go to Buster's.
generally the first one.
And they will order it for you. They'll find it and get it for you at a good price.
Dude, yeah, no, we so I was like rebalancing the office suite, but that's also where they keep like the really like super duper like
Nice
hide
liquor?
it. There's just a closet right next to the owner's office.
Okay.
And I don't know if I should be giving out this information, but I mean, it had like, you know, all the Weller and the, you know, the just the really expensive stuff. The Eagle Rare, like single barrel shit. And
Eagle Rare,
It
yes.
was mostly bourbon, but I mean, I was just like, damn.
Dude, that's the type of shit that people steal at Costco. know what I'm saying? I walked into Costco one time. I was like, they have a really pretty good selection.
Yeah.
And then you ask the attendant, like, yo, why is this locked up? It was like, well, people will walk out of here with the Dom Perignon and the Eagle Rare. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I didn't
It
know.
sounds like stuff they'd steal from the distillery.
Yeah.
There was a documentary about Buffalo Trace, and I
Yeah.
think Weller's a part of that.
It is.
group.
It's part. Yeah, it's part of Buffalo Trace.
What do you mean? Talk to me about it.
There was a steroid, like liquor bootlegging thing where people that worked at the distillery were stealing it.
Yeah.
And then the way they got caught was they were pouring it into milk jugs and selling it at like softball games, like.
Oh, wow.
But steroids was what led to them finding out. They were
got-
chasing people around with
they were
steroids.
like illegal, hormone drugs.
So they're trying to bust illegal bodybuilder drugs,
Yes.
and then they just happened to
They
run.
discovered an underground stolen whiskey ring.
Yeah, that's prohibition, baby.
Dude,
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
That shit's crazy,
Dukes
man.
of Hazzard, right?
Yeah,
Could you imagine the 21st century Dukes of Hazzard just dudes on roids,
On
just
roids.
just in a giant F-150, just motherfucking lifted with Confederate flags.
Let's be real, dude. It would be Molly. That's what it would be.
Selling-
ecstasy pills.
but
That would
they're-
be eastbound and down.
But they're selling stolen liquor from their job in milk jugs. That's a fucking comedy all day.
That's-
dude.
They
Dude.
were pouring it into the milk jugs, and they were like, "What is this?"
Walking out.
That's fucking wild, dude. Hey, what you leaving with there? Oh, this is apple juice.
Yeah.
It's just, I just buy it by the jug. I'm on steroids. I need a lot of.
just fuck
I need a
carbs,
lot of
sugar.
juice. Yeah,
But I mean, they were
a lot
taking
of calories.
barrels of this stuff out of the distillery,
Yeah,
and so they didn't have their own bottles to put it in.
yeah.
So
I mean, how do you effectively steal a liquid?
I want to know how you pour from a barrel into a milk jug.
Probably get a siphon. You do
Yeah, you gotta do something.
I
Yeah.
have,
Do you just roll it on
wait.
its side and like hope that the
nah, dude. You do it like a gas tank. You get the fucking. You just suck it like on a goddamn watering hose. You pour it in the tank and then you siphon it
Crazy.
into your milk jugs.
It's crazy.
I was just like how do you steal any liquid? Right, liquid is a hard thing to
It is.
steal.
Oh,
Yeah.
Right, because if you want to steal gas, you can't even put it in a plastic container. You have to have the special plastics, right? Because doesn't gasoline?
I think
eat-
it can. Yeah. You
Eat
could
plastic?
probably put it in there for a short period of time. But yeah,
At
I
least
think
it's-
I think it will. Yeah, it will.
Oh my gosh.
Especially the ethanol is worse. I think because they say if you get the ethanol free and you put it in your car, like if you're gonna put your car up for a long time, they say like run it on ethanol free for a while because it like gets all the plastic lines filled with ethanol free gas, which doesn't have as much of like a corrosive effect on the plastic.
There you go, fucking car nerd. This part of
yeah.
this part of the podcast is brought to you by ethanol free
Ethanol free
gas.
They only got it one place in town.
with
It's,
the shell on Poplar.
It's at Union. It's right next to Overton Square. It's a BP just south of like Overton Square. On,
I know
Union.
that, the one with the fucked up
That's the
ass
only
driveway.
one.
right.
Yeah.
yeah.
It looks like a metamorphic rock
But,
formation.
but what do
of
you
some
need?
kind.
What do you need ethanol free gas for? Is it for your?
I put it in my lawnmower and my weed whacker also.
Oh, okay.
Because that shit
okay.
just sits there for a long time.
For
I
sure,
never.
for sure, for
I mean,
sure.
I don't go through a full tank of gas and those things very quickly.
Look.
so I gotta know.
Charlie, one second.
Yes.
Before you ask this very important question, I gotta drop this list off here in probably 30 seconds. Okay. But
You want to
what?
put me on there?
Yeah, where you gonna be? Where you want to be at, bro?
Number 8.
Ocho.
Yep. Numero ocho. Look at these hyenas, man. Isn't this crazy? It's every week is like this.
Great turnout on Tuesday.
Yeah, dude. Comedians that it's like it's just limited stage time that you can even get. So when you got a good show like this, people just they fight to get on the show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I just started doing a show at this place called the Recovery Room. Have you heard of that?
No, I have not.
It's Hook Point Brewing's
Okay.
little tasting room they
Over off
built.
Brookhaven.
Yeah,
I
off
have.
Brookhaven Circle. Yep, that's our new spot.
Okay.
It's a cool place. It's great for performing.
Absolutely. Hook Point's some great beer.
Yeah, is it good stuff? See, that's the funny thing,
you
dude.
don't
I
drink?
sobered up right before I moved here, so I could tell you every beer in Atlanta, every single brewery, every different. I used to
Laughing
work.
Skull?
I mean, dude, that's my shit, dude. I love that Amber Ale.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good one, man.
Isn't that a comedy spot, too?
It's the best comedy club in the city. Is
talking about
Laughing Skull Lounge? Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, they're amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They're amazing. They have perhaps the best festival that is not like corporately sponsored in the
Yeah.
Southeast.
Yeah.
All right, because
Yeah.
the Miami Comedy Festival I think is sponsored by Comedy Central, and then
Not familiar with them.
Miami.
Comedy Central.
Oh. You know, they used to be a big deal. They're not. Nobody gives a shit anymore.
Yeah, actually, that they're in the worst era of Comedy Central ever.
Is that a streaming service?
They used to matter, bro.
It's yeah.
It's like the ABA or the Negro League. They used to matter. They produced a lot of
Yeah.
great legends, but they don't matter anymore.
Okay.
You want to get on like the Don't Tell comedy shows. You want to get on some major, probably Netflix festival.
Yeah.
You know, one of the guys that is headlining the Good Fives Comedy Festival just auditioned for Netflix.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, and so it's like
Yeah.
we're like these guys are like this close,
A friend of yeah.
but they don't know yet.
A friend of mine, Nick Murphy from Atlanta.
Nick Murph.
You know Nick Murphy?
I met him one time.
He
I
came.
think.
Yeah, he came here. That's. I mean, the night I met all y'all was I was going to see him open
At the
for Andy Samford
at the Lamp?
at the Lamplighter.
Yeah.
He's funny as shit. He just got the Laughing Skull Fest, or not the Laughing Skull Fest. The Netflix
Is a joke?
Is a joke. Yeah, he got it.
That shit is major, bro.
Yeah.
That shit is like, look,
He's
Jordan,
so fucking funny, dude. Shout out to Nick Murphy. If you see this, brother,
Jordan,
you are a funny motherfucker.
being a stand-up comedian is like being an AAU basketball player,
Okay.
hoping and praying because you don't play for any school, hoping and praying someone sees you to get you to the college level, which is one of these like, you know, mid-tier. I don't want to say Netflix is mid-tier, right? But it's like if you can get on the festival or perform there, you're well on your way to being at the tip of the spear of comedy.
Yeah.
But it's tough.
I thought once you got to Netflix, you were paid.
No.
No?
Once
No,
you put out a special.
Yeah, the festival is your way to get on the radar.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
But to get on the
But you
radar,
can fuck that up too.
yes.
So you can get it and then fuck it up, and then you're just back to being nobody.
Right. Just some hustler.
Yeah, it's kind of like pro sports or something, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to during your performance you have to be amazing. And then beyond is more than being amazing. You got to be personable. You got to be cool, right?
Gotcha.
That's really my X factor, right? I'm a cool dude. I might not have the best set all the time. I'm amazing. I'm amazing most times. Sometimes I suck. But I'm cool all the time.
That's true.
Yeah. So
Oh, yeah.
that gets me into the cool places, bro.
I'm cool some of the time.
Damn, this is a heavy ass ring, bro.
I think I'm cool, but I'm probably not.
I think that's most people.
I mean, if you're a certain type of human being, right? I mean, look, by proxy, your job is cool.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. You're in cool places. You're around cool stuff.
Right. You know, cool people.
Yeah.
Bars are cool.
Bars are cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they're the watering holes of society.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Why don't we call bars pubs in America?
Some.
I mean, if it's a pub, it's a pub.
But what's a pub versus a bar?
If it's Irish,
And there are
If they
certain aspects. Very nerdy. I don't want to get into it. But
Okay.
generally, a pub at the.
Oh, bro, this is golden nonsense, bro.
this is great.
One of the easiest things, a true pub is supposed to have a enclosed office at the end of the bar.
Enclosed
Really?
office at the end of the bar. So you're saying like literally at the butt end of the bar, there's a door where the manager is,
A table with like 4 seats.
and so like an office for the management or office for anyone.
It's basically
Like a meeting room?
Yes, when you're doing business at the pub, you're supposed to go to that meeting room. They're supposed to be able to see the pub, and you meet in private about business.
Really?
Yeah, whether it's like good business or bad business.
Right, but you have a public meeting space.
Yeah, kind of like Pinky Blinders.
Right. Meet me in the pub.
I gotta watch that. I've never watched.
Never watched-
Peaky
no,
I've
Blinders.
never seen it either.
It's pretty good. I ain't
I
gonna
think
lie.
it would be right up my alley.
Old boy, the actor
Cillian Murphy.
Cillian Murphy plays an amazing gangster.
Not as funny as Nick Murphy, but you know.
Right. He's probably a little more well known.
Probably a little more
Is
well.
Nick Murphy Irish?
Nick, no, he's an American guy.
Okay.
He's a goddamn Murph. Like, what's the Oh yeah, we got Jordan on the pod, bro. We got Jordan on the pod, bro. Fucking legend.
Biggest mistake y'all made.
If this is the biggest mistake we've made, we're going a long way.
We're gonna be fine if
Yeah,
this is the biggest mistake.
I mean, dude, we've had Titans Industries and low lifes on here.
Yes, we have.
Yeah, we've had heroin addicts and CEOs of Fortune 500.
We have also had that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we're doing good, bro. If you're
that's
the worst,
awesome.
if you're the worst we got, I think if you're the bottom, we're going to the moon,
Yep,
baby.
absolutely.
Yeah. I think we might get RFK next week. If you
Wow.
I'm shooting like, hey, Robert Kennedy Jr., would you like to be on my podcast? We're joking now, but what if I get him? If I get Vivek
Vivek Ramaswamy.
or Donnie,
He can come.
Wow.
I go for Donnie.
Donnie can come.
If
Joe Biden can come if he wants to.
I'd have Joe Biden on the pod, but
I'll have the president of the United States on the podcast.
yeah, but he's got to ask nicely first.
Yeah. Make him earn it.
Hey, look, he's got to send an email.
What would be what would be like the best way to like what would be like the nicest way to like make him look like an idiot? Just like what like just ask him like,
President Biden,
Mr.
can
Mr. President.
you recall this simple fact for me, please?
Can we ride a bike?
Right. We would love to get you on a little bike ride. Just us. Our cameraman will follow. You can get the Secret Service to follow behind us. But just us. We just want a bike ride together. Maybe even, how about bird scooter?
Mr. President.
Mr. President, we'd love to
We
get
have
you
a
on
presidential bird scooter for you out front. We got Secret Service on scooters as well.
Right. We got
There's no
bird-
better way to see the civil rights sites of Memphis, Tennessee than on bird scooter.
We got snipers at every location covering your ass, Mr. President. You know what I'm saying? We all we want to do is interview you on a bird scooter, which would be the most. Could you imagine President Biden wiping out in Memphis, Tennessee? Just oh my God, Mr. President, do you run to help him?
Yeah,
No,
of course.
you can't.
What?
No, because it might be a threat. You might get
You
shot.
think
Yeah,
the
Secret
Secret Service
Service.
might shoot you?
You just design the path to go over the trolley tracks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, those fucking things are so irritating. The trolley tracks. Does the trolley ever run?
It
No.
does.
I've never seen it ever.
It runs.
Well, it runs on Main Street.
I've
Yeah.
seen it go up and down Main
You
Street.
talking about-
I've
you
never
talking
seen
about down
it
Union?
going down, or it's on Madison, isn't it?
Yes.
I've never
Madison,
seen
yeah.
it on Madison ever.
Sometimes, yeah, it does.
So,
But it's not the.
Oh, go ahead.
It's not the ones on the car on the rails anymore. They have those bus trolleys that look like
Then get
trolleys.
those fucking rails out of there,
Agreed.
or fill them in.
But they spent so much money on that, and then they were trying to. They bought refurbished trolleys
Yeah.
that started catching fire.
Are you joking or are you being serious?
Completely serious.
Welcome to Memphis, Tennessee, where our trolleys burst into flames.
Right. And then they said that they're going to buy new ones.
Okay.
No. Then they fixed the refurbished ones that caught on fire,
Okay.
and it happened again.
Okay. So where are we buying these trolleys from? Where are we buying these fucking napalm? fucking
Seriously, what do they run on?
That I don't know.
electricity,
Oh, yeah.
Bro.
So clearly they're fucking. You know what it is? They're European, right? They got AC. We're on D, or is it, what is
Yeah,
it?
yeah, yeah.
They're on DC.
They're
we're
on.
AC.
They're on 50 hertz. We're on 60 hertz.
Right, and then we're just the wires can't keep up.
Yeah.
That's engineering right there.
I had to ask him. He's the guy. You know what I'm saying? And this shit just burst into flames. He's just like, "Hey, Mr. President, let's take one of these refurbished." See one of these refurbished.
Sir, they'll allow you to bring your bird scooter on the trolley.
I mean, look. If it's bursting into flames, I want to know the guy who sold it to the city.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Are they Chinese? Are they Chinese made?
Honestly, I don't know
Yeah, that
where
part
they came from.
That
I
part
just
of this
know
fucking story is omitted.
Yeah, that
I
guy
just
needs to
know
give
if
some of that money back.
I ever want to go camping, I'm taking a trolley because that's going to start a fire faster than me.
Well, look, if you make sure you bring some good timber as well, because you never know where you're going to break down. It could be in the middle of the city where there's no trees.
Right.
You know,
You'll just have the trolley.
what's the fuel for the trolley? What's the lead paint? What is it?
I
What-
guess. I think it's wood and lead
It's
paint.
just got to be yeah. I mean, it's got to just be electric, right? Just electric motor on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's got the. I don't know.
How do they run? So they run electricity through the rail on the
I
ground.
think it's like a Yeah,
So-
maybe.
At
Yeah.
one point, they did have. I'm pretty sure on Madison they do have the over
The bumper car style.
where it's kind of like
Yeah.
Back to the Future.
Mhm.
Remember how the hook
Yeah.
on the car
Yes.
in the
hits
original one
hits the
wire?
power line.
Oh
yeah, yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
It's a wire that it's like a track.
Okay. You know, we need to get a DeLorean. Put Joe. Look, have y'all heard the conspiracy that Joe Biden that's with us right now? It's not the real Joe Biden.
I've heard that before. Yeah,
Right.
I've heard that conspiracy theory.
And I don't know.
I don't think that's true.
I don't think it's true either. But I just think he just aged
Why would
horribly.
they? Why would they take a why would they take a dumb guy and replace him with a guy who's just as dumb?
with dementia?
Wouldn't you just have a guy who's just like
Was
Joe
Biden
sharp?
already,
You know,
was he already dumb? Joe Biden?
what's up?
Joe Biden wasn't already dumb. Didn't he own?
I mean,
like,
not that he was.
No, I think it's just age.
He was never super sharp, and he's he was
If
he
you're
was
a-
a community. He was pretty smooth.
he's from Pennsylvania,
You know,
right?
he
Where's
was
he
like
from?
He
Pennsylvania.
got that from Obama.
He's a good. Yeah,
The
Hey, look,
smoothness.
hey,
the
look,
smoothness.
most people know where the presidents are from, right? Where's Joe Biden from? Is it Connecticut?
He's
Pennsylvania.
so he's originally from Scranton, and then he lived in Delaware. He's like a senator from Delaware.
Yeah.
Delaware is his thing, the smallest state in the world.
Yeah, that's where his family lives now. Is
Oh
Delaware.
my gosh.
Yeah. Also, the most corrupt state in a lot of ways.
Because of the taxes,
Yeah,
but in what else?
just finance shit. Every financial company is based in Delaware because of like tax incentives and loopholes. And
What, I mean, isn't that legal then?
I mean, it's legal.
If it's like, what makes it corrupt?
Because I mean, I think that politicians got paid off to make the laws that way. That's the corrupt part.
Yes.
That doesn't happen anywhere else.
I mean, shit.
Right, lobbying. Come on, dude.
Well,
I got lobbied
I don't
earlier.
I don't want to make this an interrogation or like a hard interview, but is there are distributors helped by the legal system?
I'm going to plead the fifth on
You're gonna
that.
plead the
Okay.
fifth on that.
All right,
'Cause-
good man.
'cause
Good
I
man.
used to work at a growler store.
Mhm.
It was the best job I ever had, man. It was really fun and
Just glass or booze too.
the so it
Growlers?
was a
Like the-
jug. It's just a jug.
But that's talking about the
So we would sell the jug, but we had 40 taps of different beer.
Oh, okay. So
And
it
then
was
dudes-
it was a brewery.
No,
No, it's 64 ounces of beer.
No,
in a
I know
jug.
what a growler is. I
Oh, okay.
I sell them. All right, I get it.
Yeah.
Right, but what I'm saying is like I didn't know if it was just like
so we just were a store
right,
and we sold beer,
but
nothing else.
But only growlers or pints too.
We couldn't sell pints. We could do flights. It was weird
Okay.
because of the laws, because of weird
Right,
legal
so you-
shit.
you
So
sell 2 ounces
We could sell
or
a
64.
flight of beer, but we couldn't sell a pint of beer.
Huh.
Yeah.
So it's beer by the glass laws.
It's beer by the, yep. So we would sell little tasting samplers of beer, but mostly we would fill up people's jugs for them. But we would deal with the distributor a lot, and then, it's like it's like any other industry. There's assholes and there's nice guys, and
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
and
There's different guys in different places,
if
right?
if a guy who is the only person that sells a certain kind of beer is an asshole, and you really want that beer, then you
Gotta
gotta
deal
kind
with-
of
gotta deal with them.
kiss his ass and do some shit. But one of the guys told us this crazy story about how they changed it now, but for the longest time in Georgia you couldn't sell beer at a brewery. It wasn't allowed
Right.
because just because of the law. You had to give it to a distributor who then could sell it to an establishment, and then they could sell it.
The middleman law was there
Yeah.
to make money. Right.
So,
right.
but then Sweetwater established like an on-site licensed like brew pub basically, and they were like, yeah, no, it still has to go to the distributor first. So they would put it on the truck, they would drive around the block, and then they would unload the shit. It's
So
like-
weird.
It's like, what the fuck, man? You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
That's just
So
okay.
on site where they brewed it, they also had a separate like building that they
Yes.
sold it at,
Yeah.
which is a tap room, right?
A tap room.
But because there was that law,
There's laws that made it so you had to go through a distributor.
so I had to pay a guy to
They,
put it in his
they
truck.
had to pay a truck. They had to pay a distributor to pull up in their trucks, drive it out of the parking lot, and then drive it back in and unload it.
Oh my god!
Isn't that crazy?
That is correct.
That's the rule. Is that the rule here?
No.
No, because I mean, obviously they have tasting rooms at breweries.
You can self-distribute, and you can be signed with a distributor,
Yeah,
and they can distribute, but you can still self-distribute.
yeah.
Which is weird. One of the weirdest things I think I've ever seen was, I want to say it was 2010 when I was still in the beer business in Mississippi, the last state to go legal on any beer over 6%.
Mm-hmm.
They finally got the law passed where they could go.
That's
I
high
think,
grav, right?
up to 10.
Yeah.
That is correct. High grab.
Mm-hmm.
Trucks were lining the highway, just parked on the side of the road, waiting for
The law to
midnight
pass?
That's so crazy.
so they could get in.
Well, shit, man.
So they had orders already lined up and shit.
Oh yeah, and they would not cross state lines just
It's
because.
so funny, man. We're just an interesting species, aren't we?
Oh, yeah.
It's just like, well, I mean, shit, dude. Prohibition, that was longer than you think. You think it was like they tried it. It was like a couple years and it was gone. I think it was like 10 years.
Yeah. I mean, it was long enough for folks to have fortunes built.
I mean, dude,
Right?
that's fucking crazy.
That's correct. But the smart ones were the ones that were medicinal. Apparently, you can put medicinal on anything and get it legal.
But how?
medicinal. What can we make medicinal?
whiskey?
Oh, Churchill had a doctor's note when he came to America,
Right.
and it was like he requires 4 ports a day, and the doctor's note said something to the lines of, and when he has dinner, he requires 2, and it's much better for him if his friends can have some too. something
What
to that extent.
a leader, bro.
I mean, bro.
What a fucking he motherfucking ushered England through the Nazi invasion, right? And also finessed the doctor's note to get drunk on the side.
Oh man.
Who's the president during World War II? Eisenhower was a general. Who's the president? Is it FDR?
FDR.
Right?
Yeah, FDR.
Right? It's like, I need to visit my buddy Frederick,
Yeah.
right? Oh, it's illegal here right now? It's all good.
It was FDR. So it was FDR for the start of the war, and then I think he died. Right? I'm pretty sure
history
he
is not my
I think
strong
he
point.
died, and then it was and
Because
then
he was in a wheelchair.
was,
right? Polio?
it was Truman that dropped the bomb.
Ah, yes.
So-
Yes. And he's not the most well liked president.
Yeah, I don't think he's. I don't know. I don't know much else about Truman other than he was the guy who was in charge when World War II was ended.
Ending, right?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
But
Okay.
I'm not particularly fond of FDR though.
Why not? The New Deal?
I don't like the New Deal.
No?
No,
Because of the banking thing?
I like the old deal.
Because of the bank thing?
No, the bank thing was 1913. That was a long time ago.
Right.
That was a long time ago.
But FDR, the New Deal is what?
it's just a bunch of like, just a bunch of basically public works and shit. Just tons of like the idea was they were trying to end the Great Depression, right?
Right.
So he was like, we're just gonna
Give folks
hire
jobs.
a bunch of people,
Right.
but looking back, like the economists I listen to, they say that it actually prolonged the Great Depression, and that it also created like
What the fuck do economists
a
know,
lot
bro?
of the bullshit that we have to deal with today.
I think the
Oh,
Great
Social
Depression is still affecting me today.
I think the Great Depression's not over yet.
It's Social Security, right?
Social Security
That's
that came
FDR.
around in the 60s.
No?
That was
Damn.
that was part of the Great Society, which was Lyndon B. Johnson.
Johnson.
So-
okay, dude, I don't know shit about
So
American
the
history.
Civil Rights Act had all this other shit in it. Like a lot of the just programs that our government has came about during that time period. So that was actually Social Security might have been before that, but that was I know that was Medicare. I could be wrong about Social Security.
What's
But my brother has this theory. He's like, dude, you know, as much as like, you know, FDR was a socialist and he like, you know, instated all these programs.
Yeah.
You got to compare like who else was coming to power at that time. It was fucking
Other
it was Hitler. It was
communists, yeah.
it was like all the communists in Russia. Everybody in England was a socialist at that time. Like the people you don't even think like Orwell.
Right.
George Orwell was a socialist.
Well, I guess
the guy who wrote 1984
the idea
was a socialist.
The idea might have becoming popular then, right?
Yeah.
And so it's hard to know the horrible outcomes of socialism, right?
Yeah.
And we don't know in real
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, and you got to think that like if the public was like clamoring for this, and then you know
You have a guy
the
saying,
president, you know, who presided over like an implementation of some small level of it, like you don't know how much worse it could have been if a different person was in there, right?
Right.
That's the argument my brother makes, which is, you know, you think about that. I don't know. What do you think?
Hindsight's 2020.
Hindsight's 2020. You never know. Yeah.
Monday morning quarterbacking is what they call that, but man. I would have did this. Would you now?
I would have said fuck that shit.
Right. I would have said America all day. Guns.
I would have said. Well, no. Well, I don't know if I. Yeah, I would have been like, hey, you know that Federal Reserve we just created, and then the economy fell apart immediately. You remember how it was their job to make sure that the economy doesn't fall apart? Let's get rid of those guys because
The
they're
gold
clearly
standard,
not.
we don't need it.
They're clearly not doing their fucking job right now.
Dude. Nah, dude. Clearly, bro. Clearly, we need to make our money fake, bro.
We need to make it more fake.
Right. Like,
Yeah.
it's hard to do business already, bro. The dollar's worth too much, bro.
Would you like some U.S. cryptocurrency bonds?
Yes. Yeah.
20-year yield is not worth anything in 20 years.
I want to have an economy where we only pay for shit in NFTs. It's just straight NFTs.
JPEGs of
the
socks.
whole time. Just oh, I got it. It's a bunny rabbit, you know. Like,
Right. This is a JPEG of Britney Spears panties.
Yeah.
Circa 1999.
it's LeBron James doing a dunk. That's worth like $10,000. I'd buy a new car with that.
Look, if I were to be an NFT guy, I would be selling them, not buying them.
Yeah.
I would like to take the NFT and go, yes, I'd like to put a down payment on this car and see what they said.
Yeah.
Well,
Just-
if the salesperson was smart, and depending on the time and place, you might be able to do it.
But
You know, if you were in Miami and somebody was a crypto dude and he worked at the Lambo dealership, and you're like, yo, this NFT right now is worth $300,000.
I'm not talking about a Lambo. I'm talking about like a Ford Fiesta.
Okay. this NFT of Britney Spears' panties
I think that's worth a Ford Fiesta.
is worth
I'll take the fleet of Ford Fiesta,
Yes.
please.
right. This is worth 10 Ford Fiestas, sir. I knew it was. I only won 9. I need my change back. I need one Britney Spears panties, please.
Did I tell you I bought a fucking crypto miner like computer?
Oh, that's good.
I bought a Dogecoin mining like computer. I still haven't
How
hooked it up yet.
Oh, well.
It's so
you
stupid,
Should,
man.
You should
So,
do.
explain. I have
So-
no idea how that
So when you
works.
mine a cryptocurrency, right, you add yourself to one of the computers.
To the network.
Right. And so you do work. And the algorithm rewards you for proof of work, right?
Right.
And so you have a computer which acts as a node, right?
Yeah.
And so depending on how much computing power,
And people used to be able to do it on their standard computers, but the speed of the network has sped up so much that like
You
you
need-
can't do it with just a regular
you
computer.
need because if you do it with a regular computer, your amount of work that you're doing is pales in comparison to other guys who are pumping out real.
They
GPU
call it it's called a
farm.
It's called a purpose I can't remember, like a purpose dedicated device or something like that. It's a computer, but it's just designed to mine cryptocurrency.
And mining means basically you are adding your computing power to solve a super hard math problem.
Yeah.
And so if Charlie has 10 GPUs and I have 7 and you have 6, right? And we all work together to mine a block effectively, right? We will be paid out depending on the amount of work we did. So he get paid 10 units, I get paid 8 units, you get paid 6 units.
Yeah.
Right? And
Yeah.
so the amount of the value of the responding currency and the robustness of the network all depends on us, the people. right?
Correct.
So Doge is almost as robust as Bitcoin. The only problem is that the amount of available tokens was set at an amazingly high number, where Bitcoin was set to a 21 million, right?
Right.
So
Yeah,
the
Bitcoin's like built in. It's
Built-in
decreasing.
yeah,
It's
built-in
there's less and
scarcity.
less of it all the time. Dogecoin is a constant. It's
like always a billion.
it's produced at a standard rate.
And so what happens here? Actually, here
In the equation, the algorithm that it's solving is just who owns all the Bitcoin. So what wallet code is assigned all this Bitcoin, right? So that's the equation. So you're basically running the network. So everybody who's plugged in is helping run the network.
You're constantly checking and verifying the ledger.
Can I panhandle for these Doge coins?
You can actually, and that's what's funny about it, right? Like you could set up an address and say, "Hey, I'm a lowly liquor rep, and I need your Doge for my family," and someone might tip you. I've been tipped in Bitcoin before, and Doge and whatever.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you ask, and there are people that are savvy enough in the place, they'll fuck with you, bro.
So, how do you convert Bitcoin?
You just sell it.
Yeah. So you go to a. So there's 2 different places to go, right? Or 3 different places, right? OTC, over the counter. So is between me and Charlie. I give him cash. He sends me Bitcoin, right? I have a wallet. He has a wallet. Then there's a DEX, which stands for Decentralized Exchange, which is basically an exchange that's not hosted on a website or a server, but is an amalgamation of all the nodes that we are mentioned before, right?
Correct.
And so you go to a DEX and you make a request. Hey, I have 100 Bunny Rabbits coins in exchange. I'm looking for whatever the market rate for Dogecoin is, right? And so they'll find the market rate for that, and then somebody somewhere will agree to the trade, and then the DEX will facilitate it as a middleman, right? And then there is a centralized exchange, a CEX, right? Can call it SEX, right? But you know, FTX and Coinbase and all the other like well-known, legally registered exchanges are considered centralized exchanges, right? Or custodial exchanges. And so what they do is they will facilitate the trade for you, take a small fee as their payment, but also house and hold your crypto for you.
But you don't want to do that. Everybody says don't do that. You know.
You don't want to be
in.
Everybody says don't give them your Bitcoin, that you have to have it yourself in your private wallet.
Yes.
FTX did just get like what happened to all the Bitcoin that was in FTX?
Rugged. They got confiscated by the fucking FBI.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
So if you did that, then you got fucked.
Why?
Well, the guy was basically running a pyramid scheme.
What's wrong with that?
Running a pyramid scheme?
Yeah.
I don't know. He gave a lot of money to a lot of Democratic politicians
DJ
too.
Kyrus in the building. Hell yeah, dog.
He was.
It's a super PAC.
That's what he was doing. He was, dude. Have you looked into Sam Bankman-Fried?
Oh, he's in jail now.
Do you know that guy?
Saw the picture of him.
You saw the
today.
picture of him?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The bank man himself.
Dude.
It's hilarious.
Scam bank man.
It's like the fucking Matrix was telling you.
Fraud.
He was like,
Scam bank man fraud.
Right.
That's my name. My name's Scam bank man fraud.
I think he had good intentions.
yeah, his heart was in the right place.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just couldn't fulfill his promises.
Well, that was his whole thing, right? Is he was like, I'm a billionaire, but I'm using all of my money to
to fund somebody else's money
to do good in the world. I'm donating all this money to all these different causes that I believe in. It's
Didn't
like,
his girlfriend steal a bunch of the money herself?
I think it was so she was running some other company that
was affiliated
affiliated,
yeah.
and they were kind of. I think they were using money from FTX to float her company when they were having financial trouble, and that's kind of what led to the whole collapse. But
right, everybody was
it's just a fucking pyramid scheme. It's just a Ponzi scheme. But it's almost like, how do you even get mad at these guys? Because it's all a fucking Ponzi scheme.
Well, I mean,
the entire financial system is a Ponzi scheme.
Well,
so
it's not a Ponzi. It's a con game. It's a confidence game. We all believe in
it. It's just a Ponzi scheme, man.
We believe
the money's
in it.
not there.
But what
it's not there.
But what is money? It's value represented by what?
Money is a medium of exchange.
Right. So if I have Bitcoin, right, and I go to your exchange, what look, because you know Binance. You familiar with that?
I don't know that one.
Binance is the largest exchange in the world right now, but there's two versions: Binance US, because we have our own rules, and so Binance had to basically create a US only, an American only exchange, right?
Yeah.
And then there's like World Binance that is based in China, right?
Okay.
And you have this thing called an exchange coin, right? So Binance had BNB, right? Binance coin, right? Then there's like FTX has FTX coin.
Right.
And so what happens is they give you incentives like, okay, we have a burn rate or whatever. So if you hold the exchange coin, you make more money by holding it, right? So essentially you become a stakeholder in the company that is the exchange, right? But you have to exchange your Bitcoin that has more confidence behind it, right? It is a more stable asset than this exchange coin, right?
Yeah.
There've been many exchanges that have been fallen and went away, but if you go into to FTX or Binance and be like, all right, I have one Bitcoin, that will buy you 10,000 FTX coins or 10,000 Binance coins, right? You exchange it for that. Now you can use that at a discount and buy other coins with the VIG applied to you, because now you have the exchange only coin purchasing other coins, right? So now you're actively trading the coin. That's what they want. They want commerce used with a coin, thus increasing the perceived value and intrinsic value of said asset or token or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But it ends up being, like Charlie said, a goddamn Ponzi, because if the exchange doesn't, it's like Amazon, right? If you have an Amazon gift card and tomorrow Amazon goes out of business, all the money that was sitting in Amazon gift cards are now defunct.
It's gone. Yeah.
Right? So the same thing with the FTX coin or the Binance coin. Oh, there was how many trillions of dollars in BNB or how many trillions of dollars in FTX? Well, it's just gone now.
It's just gone.
Right?
Yeah.
But it was exchanged for real Bitcoin. So the Bitcoin is sitting somewhere because the FTX is imaginary, right?
Right.
But Bitcoin has a worldwide network now where you hold it or mining it, he holds it or mining it, and so now it has actual.
The difference is one's centralized and one's decentralized. So you can't kill the entire Bitcoin network. You can kill an exchange, but you can't kill an entire network, because it's you'd have to kill all the computers if I guess
if
a
the world
meteor,
goes, if the
electromagnetic pulse, something like if it kills all the computers, and what
solar wave.
I don't know what would happen, but you can't just get rid of one computer and it's all gone.
Yeah, and then every computer that is a node for the Bitcoin, right, has a receipt of what you have because thus enabling a whole different like ecosystem, right? So it's like if you don't want. I can go right now on the Bitcoin ledger and see if you're a whale. If you have 100 million Bitcoin and you're worth a few $1 trillion and you're in Dubai or whatever, I know exactly where your wallet is.
You would have to know that they're like their wallets like
it's on the ledger. So
it's
you
on
just,
the ledger.
You just see it at all times. I can pull it up to you right.
It doesn't have my name and then my wallet.
No, it doesn't have your name. It doesn't have your name. But it has your address on it. Your address,
social security number.
Well, it has your wallet address. So if someone knows who you are by wallet address, because sometimes only certain people are getting like, all right, Jordan Rogers has 100 Bitcoin, which is a lot of money, but he's not a whale by any means, right? Mm-hmm. But Charlie has 1,000 Bitcoin, right? So now you are doing business with each other. So this wallet is sending Bitcoin to this wallet. So who is that? Through enough research, you're like, okay, well, this is the head of state in China, whatever. He's the fucking the prime minister of China, and this guy is the prime minister of Russia. It's like, oh, they've been sending money to each other, right? It's hard to figure it out.
It would be hard to figure out.
But it's possible.
Yeah,
it's not impossible.
I thought being anonymous was
part of it.
Yeah.
It is, and that's why it's like infinitely. It's cryptographic. It's like 35 numbers and letters randomly with different uppercase, lowercase. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's random as fuck. Any random person would have trouble finding out it was you specifically, right?
Yeah, it's just a number.
But
if they could look at all the transactions and like maybe
figure it out,
cross-reference it, they can figure it out.
Why couldn't you just put a fake address?
No, it's not your actual address. It's
the fake address.
It's a
IP address.
It's just a number. Yeah, it's like an IP address. But if somebody knew your number, or if somebody knew like all the Bitcoin transactions you had made, then they could kind of cross-reference the ledger and figure it out.
Gotcha.
But
I said IP address. Sounds smart.
that's essentially
It's part of it.
similar. Yeah.
Very similar.
Okay.
I also only half know anything I'm talking about right now.
I've been using Bitcoin and crypto a lot. Like I lived off of it for at least a year and a half.
Damn.
Yeah. Like there's a service called BitPay. Shout out to BitPay. They're not sponsoring this podcast right now, so we can't do anything about it. Reach out to goldenonsensepod@gmail.com
Yeah,
to
pay us.
sponsor. We know we have 1,000. I'm sorry, that's incorrect. 10,000 listeners in
India.
in India.
Yes. One of the favorite currencies in India is actually Bitcoin. I don't know if you know that.
Look,
Hell yeah.
randomly, we had an Indian comic on the show, and our numbers exploded in India.
Yeah.
So we got some traction, but in India.
This episode's going to have to be This Is Not Financial Advice Part 2.
There you go. There you go. That's the name of the
Because that was
podcast.
the name of the one that blew up, was called
Financial-
This Is Not Financial Advice.
I love cricket. So everybody in
dude.
India.
Oh, dude, we're about to blow up again.
Hell yeah.
Guys, a white man from America loves cricket.
It's awesome.
I don't understand it.
We could call or cricket. Or
I don't either, but it's
Isn't it baseball and
It's
bowling?
badass.
it's like bowling and baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I watched one the other day where dude threw it like way outside
Dude, they're
and it bounced and the guy like followed it and then like
smacked
he's like
it.
he's like this is way outside and when it hit it bounced back and hit like all the sticks behind the
Oh,
batter.
wow.
I was like
Whoever the batter was a fucking was a genius. He put enough fucking English on the ball for it to bounce
the
off
bowler,
grass,
yeah.
right.
bounce off grass and hit the pins behind the dude.
Oh yeah.
That's
It
amazing.
was sick.
And so, like, you know what's crazy about cricket is that usually the athletes are like fat bellied Indian dudes and wearing
Yeah.
polo shirts. So they don't look like athletes. They look like motherfucking dudes on vacation. But these are the best in the world right here in sandals and a polo shirt with a beer belly or a curry belly.
I play wiffle ball, so it's very similar.
Yeah. A lot of drinking involved.
Right. It's like, oh fuck.
You play over there at Carolina Watershed?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. My boys play there. I play baseball in the summers. I play in the Hernando de Soto League.
Awesome.
It's my
And,
boys. It's my boy's ring right here.
That's our championship ring right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So our captain, his name's Zach. What is
Efron.
it? Zach
Efron?
Downs.
Efron.
I'm gonna edit this part so that just in case Zach's listening, that's my homeboy. What I
All
keep-
right.
Zach Downs is hilarious. Is he retarded?
No, he's not.
Does he play on the Sexpos?
I think he does. Yeah, I think
Oh,
he
yeah.
does. You know Zach?
dude.
Yeah, you know Zach.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're the Sexpos. That's right.
Wow, look how small the world is.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
he's like, I think Rolodex. Here
Zach
it is.
Dowd. Yeah,
What a great team name.
Sexpos.
The Sexpos.
Yeah.
They have the old Major League.
I think it's a bunch of those guys. I think
Oh, yeah.
like Adam Fonseca's on that team.
Eric.
Yeah, Eric.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
dude, those guys. Those guys are the shit.
Great people.
Yeah, that's my summertime jam. Is the baseball team is just it's real baseball. You know,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not softball. We're playing ball.
No,
And
they're-
our team this year was fucking good.
Hell yeah.
Our team, Zach was the captain, and he drafted like half of the good players in the whole league. So it's like literally like an all-star team.
Well,
So-
look, sometimes people see talent in you, bro. They're like, he could play.
Yeah,
What it is?
What spot did you play?
I played left field.
Okay.
Yeah, because Zach plays center field.
Nice.
Yeah, he's good.
Right field is the lame spot, right? Because most people are not left-handed,
it
right?
just
Is what it is?
depends. Yeah, it
That's
depends.
where I'd go.
Yeah.
I was right field in baseball. I was right field and catcher.
Oh, catcher.
That shit sucked.
Yeah.
Being on your haunches all the time.
Yeah.
I can't stand that shit.
Blow your knees out.
I
real
can't
quick.
even wear a cup.
This shit sucks. Yeah.
I just like I got
Too much
fat legs and
Too much balls, bro.
Yeah,
It's spilling out.
yeah, exactly.
I need a double cup. I need a cup for each of my testicles, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
They-
Actually,
I think we just came up with a great idea.
we're gonna actually start selling double cups at Golden Nonsense. Okay, if you want a double cup for your nuts, are your nuts too big, motherfucker? Are your nuts too big? Get
Dude.
a double cup at goldennonsense.com. All right.
dude, I feel like we could make that.
Yeah. Rawlings. Talk to
Yeah,
us.
it's like if you're on roids, your nuts too big.
No, it makes your nuts small.
Get a golden
It makes-
nonsense double cup.
The roids make your balls small.
You know, we could do that one too. We could go opposite.
Yeah, like tiny
Yeah.
little balls.
Big old balls.
What is it, peanut shell and a rubber band?
Hey,
I think it makes your dick bigger, though.
Hey,
People. It does make your balls small.
Yes.
Taking steroids, but I think it actually makes your dick bigger.
by proxy, because your balls are smaller.
No,
my balls hang, bro.
I think it does.
Optical illusion.
I think
I'm a
the
black man.
testosterone
I'm a
just
black
makes-
man in America. Okay, I got enough junk. Okay, but for
I
some
could-
reason
I
my
could use a little
balls
more.
my balls are a little bigger than my dick, and I need a double nut golden nonsense cup.
Guys, we got our merch idea.
Right.
It's coming out.
The double nut
Just a
nonsense
big
cup.
double nut, golden nonsense
This cup.
baseball cup.
What was it? One player, 2 cups.
Woo! All right, Jordan. Yeah, it's golden nonsense, baby. You know what's going on.
Fuck yeah, dude. Is it gonna be called? This is not financial advice, or is it gonna be called
The double cup.
one player, 2 cups?
Oh, look, I don't know. We gotta flip a coin. Jordan, you really gave us a name that's gonna rival. You know what? We should actually say financial advice part 2 for something else, right? And that's a better joke. Because we were talking about Bitcoin for a little while. Like, was it fun? We're just talking to him and explaining. I think the double cup is good.
Double cup.
Agreed.
One player, 2 cups. Two
One-
players, 2 cups, 1 player.
2 cups, 1 player, right?
What is it? 2 girls, 1 cup.
Yeah, it was.
Did I ever tell you the story about when
you met her? The 2 girls?
No, no.
He
When,
met the cup.
no, we had like our family computer, obviously growing up, right?
yeah.
And obviously, me and my little brother were watching porn on it, and
Obviously, yeah.
obviously, and
Together or individually?
individually.
Oh, okay.
And my mom was like, she called me in all angry. She was like, "Charlie, get in here!" And she she pulls up the history on the Internet Explorer, and she clicks on it, and it's just 2 girls, 1 cup. She goes, "Were you watching this?" I was like, "No." No, I was not.
It was your brother?
Yeah.
Fucking freakazoid?
She was like, I can't believe your little brother's watching this shit.
Fucking freaky ass dude?
This is gross.
Hey,
This
look,
is
he's
disgusting.
4.
You know what's hilarious about that though? Once you know you're not in trouble and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, it's not me. Now
Yeah.
all of you can bully.
It's just
like,
so
dude,
funny.
you're disgusting. Ugh, how dare you? And you're like, dude, how'd you hear about that shit, bro?
I was just like, dude.
Where did you hear about that shit, bro?
She was like, "Do you know what this is?" I'm like, "Yeah, everybody knows what it is. Everybody's heard of it. Why the hell would you want to watch that?"
Hey, it's not.
How old was your brother for real?
Like I don't know, like 14.
He's a couple years younger
yeah,
than you, right?
Yeah.
Yo, as long as it's not 2 lads, 1 glass. You seen that?
I don't know that one.
Bro, it was the Pain
2
Olympics.
lads, 1 glass.
The Pain. You remember the Pain Olympics?
Oh God.
Do you
Yeah,
remember
I've
that?
never watched
No.
it. I heard about it. All my friends
No,
had
I
seen
don't-
it.
Not even familiar
Something
with that
called
one.
the Pain Ellipse. It's just fucked
It
up
was-
videos.
yeah,
I think the one was like the guy cuts his nutsack open.
Yes, it's horrible, and it's
Yeah.
like, and it's like a plethora. It's like a series of horrible things.
Okay.
And it's like, how far do you get into it? Right?
Wait, wasn't that called Jackass?
No. Jackass
Similar.
is mild. Jackass is mild compared to this.
Okay.
Jackass
Oh,
is
shit.
actually, if you ever had the hottest hot sauce in the world, right? Jackass is water compared to this shit, bro.
Wow.
Yes,
I did-
It's real mutilation.
I did watch the Mr. Hands video.
That's the horse thing, right?
Yeah.
So I've never seen it.
I watched that one.
Some chick.
I don't know what that one
I
is.
will say some
either.
chick. A young lady that I know was like, how you even not seen Mr. Hands? I was like, I don't know, but we weren't into that. And she was like, everyone's seen Mr. Hands. And I was like, she's a white woman. I was like, oh, this might be a race thing. Like that the Mr. Hands didn't hit the hood. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. My buddy showed it to me.
The black man?
Eric, not Eric. It was
A white
Adam
man.
Sekinick.
A white man.
A white man.
Seninik is a white man name.
A 6'8" Jewish redhead.
Sounds like he'd know about a horse fucking you.
So,
My Jewish buddy Adam.
I don't know, man.
horse what?
It's
it's
a
horse
horse
rape.
fucks a guy.
And kills him.
It was not rape. The guy
Consented.
he was like, well, we'll see what happens, and then this horse fucks him, and the story was that he died. I don't know if I think that's true. I believe that it's true. That's what I've. I guess you can't get fucked in the ass by a horse and live.
Oh, I mean, if that's what he wanted, Did he die happy?
I imagine he probably did.
Yeah. Who am I to judge?
He's famous. He's famous now.
Yeah.
The internet. That's what gets you famous on the internet. John, this podcast is not getting the numbers that I would like it to. I think you're going to have to let a horse fuck you in the ass.
Charlie,
Yeah.
this is my only time I ever say I will fucking kill you, bro. There's never been any type of dissent in this podcast ever. We've always been a unified front, but I will fucking murder you before your wedding,
hey,
bro.
look,
Take
I'm,
one for the
I'm
team,
just
John.
telling you. I think it's going to have to happen.
I will make Claire a widow
I think it's going to have to happen.
before I let
dude.
that shit happen.
I don't know.
Okay. Hey, look.
Oh, congratulations on
Thank you.
getting married.
I appreciate
By
it.
the way.
Apparently, I'm not going to live to that,
You're
that
a fucking.
day. So
If there's a horse down in Mississippi where the fuck we're going?
we're going to Alabama.
Alabama. If
Yeah.
if there's a fucking horse down there, I'm gonna look at you and be like, motherfucker, if this one gets close to me, I'm taking you out, dog. We gonna die. It ain't me. It's we.
There probably will be some horses. We're staying in bumfuck Alabama. It's south of Mobile, but it's like before you get down to like
What's that ride down there?
Gulf Shores or what's it called? Is it called Gulf Shores, Alabama?
Yeah,
Is that right?
Yeah. That's Gulf Shores.
Yeah.
Orange Beach.
What's that
is-
ride down there?
Florabama.
Like how long?
Yeah.
It's 7.
7? I might have
Yeah.
to rent a car. I
Yeah.
might have to rent a car.
We
Yeah,
could-
my shit is not popping right now.
Yeah. Mine shit's not popping very much either.
Is
You
it-
you can't ride with me?
No, I can't. I thought you
Oh,
were
yeah?
full.
No, it's just
you?
me. Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah, I'm riding with
Everybody
you.
else is coming from Atlanta.
Oh, well then. Oh, it was just me and Ross?
It's just you and Ross.
Oh, no. Okay, well then hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I ride with you, bro.
My car might not make it, but we're gonna try.
Okay.
We'll see.
Maybe we can go half on a rental car or
The
something.
old Santa Fe is it's not doing great.
Oh, yeah.
It's not at its best
Well, you know,
currently.
what can you do?
Yeah.
What can you fucking do? I
Yeah.
think that's it, bro, right? We're there?
We are. Yeah, we're fucking there.
We're there.
All right.
Mr. Jordan, thank you very much for joining us.
It was a pleasure.
Is there
and an
anything
honor.
you need to tell our audience? Anything?
Yeah.
Anything to?
Oh, Jordan, are you
on any? You're not in any shows, I don't
No,
imagine.
no, he's not a comedian. He's not a
Just,
comedian.
just drink more
Drink more,
Drink
folks.
more. Okay, look.
responsibly.
I got what? Hold on. Before we finish, I got to ask one question.
Okay.
Who sells the most booze out of all your bars and restaurants that you sell to?
Wow.
Who's got the most drinkers going in there just drinking? Who's
it's-
winning?
I bet it's Laughlin.
Who's winning?
You have Laughlin, don't you?
I do not.
Oh, I thought you did.
For me,
Who's winning? Yeah.
for me, it's like BB King.
BB King.
Oh, that's a big ass
Really?
place, though. Yeah, it's,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
on Beale, bro.
Yeah.
It's all tourists.
I've never been in that place.
Yeah, but they just
I've
did
been
a
to
remodel.
I've been to the restaurant up top. It was,
Vienna?
it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both just got remodeled. Both great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can't go wrong.
Well, look,
We're gonna have to go down there just to.
Let me ask you this, Jordan. Let me ask you this, and
Customer.
look, Charlie, just for editing purposes, let me get a clap on there so you can know you might be able to edit this out. Let me go ahead. Okay, Jordan, I'm going to force your hand right now. Right,
Okay.
Jordan Rogers is a proud sponsor of the Good Vibes Comedy Festival. Is that true, sir?
I'm working my hardest to make this happen.
He
is
is
working his
he
hardest
is
to
a
make-
possible sponsor of the Good
Okay,
Vibes Comedy Festival.
Okay, well, look. Good Vibes is happening here at the High Tone Cafe, 420. 420.
That's
You know what I'm
correct.
saying? We got a lot of great comedians coming into to the city, all the way from L.A., New York, Miami, down to Texas. We got all four corners of the country covered, flying into Memphis for this festival. Okay, and Jordan is going to be sponsoring the booze.
That's correct.
Right, that is correct.
doing my damnedest.
We're saying
He's doing his best.
We're saying and his best is good enough. Okay, all right. So you heard it here first, guys. Golden Nonsense, John Miller, Charlie Reffenberger.
Guys, and if you
Jordan Rogers.
are a comedian and you still want to submit to the festival,
They're still
submissions are open.
They're still open until the end of the month.
and tickets are on sale.
At
So
hightonecafe.com.
buy your tickets. It's
Right.
gonna be fucking dope.
It's awesome. 2 all-day passes. $419 all-day pass. $420 all-day pass. If you're a broke,
It's like crypto.
Yeah.
If you buy it now, it's probably gonna be worth more in the future. So just buy your tickets before they sell out.
It's gonna be fucking
You're
popping, bro.
definitely
It's gonna be fucking hot chicks and
Gonna
dudes
wanna be
with
there.
abs walking around enjoying comedy, and then the best comedians in the world, up and coming. I swear to you, I swear. I wouldn't lie. I've been working real hard on this.
We got fucking good comedians in
Yeah, it's coming, bro.
in Memphis.
It's coming.
It's really it's people are gonna find out.
Oh, dude.
Sooner or later, people are gonna find out.
Look, we got we got a barbecue shop sponsoring. We got Charlie Virgo's Rendezvous sponsoring.
Fuck yeah.
We got motherfucking a smoke shop sponsoring. We got it all, bro. We got it all. We got it all. We gonna get high. We gonna get drunk. We gonna get fat on pig
That's
and have a great old time
the way to be.
hearing jokes here in Memphis, Tennessee. So this has been an awkward dismount, but I'm gonna say it real quick. All of you, Jordan, thank you so much, bro.
Thank
You know what
you.
I'm saying? Yeah, you're a good dude. It's been fun. You liked it?
No, I loved it.
Hell yeah. And we say this at the end of every podcast. Vaya con dios, my
Vaya
friend.
con dios.
Go with God.
There you go. You know what it means.
Peace.
I'll catch you on the flip side.